The opinions expressed in this show are the views of the host and not necessarily that of WTRW, 94.3 The Talker, or the Bold Gold Media Group.
The following presentation is paid for by Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate, who is solely responsible for its content. Portions transcribed.
All Century 21 real estate offices are independently owned and operated.
Good morning and welcome to the Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate on 94.3 FM The Talker. I'm Jackie Ruddy, broker, and with Pat Devaney, my husband, fellow realtor.
Good morning, Jackie. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Headed for the new year here, and I've got a lot of good ideas, and I'm looking to start off 2025 strong. How about you?
I like that the days are getting just a little bit longer because it feels like the sun goes down at 3 o'clock.
I feel like we make it when we hit that moment.
Yes, we're getting there.
Yeah, we're getting
We've turned a corner.
Okay. And we're here with DC Taylor.
Hi.
Our producer extraordinaire. How are you today?
Good. Glad to be here again.
Thank you. Did you get everything on your Santa's list?
Absolutely. My list isn't very long.
No.
So it's fine.
Yeah, good.
It's all good.
We're here every Saturday at 11 a.m., Sunday at 11:30 a.m., where we talk real estate. We have an exceptional real estate office with many relentless realtors who have been guiding, assisting, and advising clients in real estate matters for over 50 years.
During the week, feel free to email us with any questions you have at questions@jruddy.com. That's questions@jruddy.com. Or give us a call at 570-344-6724. And when you go to jruddy.com, click on the webcam tab and get a live view of Dunmore Corners. We get thousands of hits a month on that camera. You never know what you're going to see.
Check us out on social media. View our listings, search the MLS listings, and listen to archive radio shows by going to mobilefriendlyjruddy.com. That's JRUDDY.com, where we also display all the popular podcast apps that we feature this radio show on. And we'd really like to hear from you. Who do you know that would be a perfect fit for our radio show? Someone that has a business they want to promote that's related to real estate. We would love to talk to them about coming on to our show to have some new interesting topics.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
So it's always a challenge getting good guests. People get afraid, they book them, and then they get cold feet or something.
Yeah, something. It's been something.
It's always something.
DC, do you still have a landline phone?
I do not. No, not since 2016.
Really?
Yeah.
That's quite 8 years.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, get rid of that.
Do you ever think about like, wow, I wish I had a landline?
Let me think. Occasionally, it seems like my cell phone calls are not very good. They get dropped, or it'd say, "Hey, I didn't hear you say that again," and I'm like, "Oh God, it was just, the landline was just so much better. It sounded so much clearer,
Clear, crisp, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, not to mention what we're doing to our bodies with that cell phone.
Sure,
right?
holding that phone right up to the side of your head. I'm sure that's
Really fry my brain with a little radiation.
Right.
But we still have a landline.
Yes, we do. And so if you remember a landline telephone, you're probably old enough to remember phone booths.
I remember phone booths. I remember the rotary phone.
And rotary dial, right?
Yep.
And phone books.
And phone books, yes.
That's right. Not only do you sit on them, but they're very helpful when you're looking for a restaurant. Let's look through the phone book.
Yeah, my parents used to, as they aged,
They would save them.
Yeah, well, no, they would sit on them in their car because they were
that's
so
right.
thick.
Yeah.
You know, and then they would put like a cushion on top of it, but it would boost them up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've gotten so slim. I mean, we still get one delivered to our house every year, but
Not even a book. It's like a magazine.
It's like a magazine. It's gone from really thick to really thin. But okay, so the landline is a vanishing breed, right? But there's still people that have them, and the notion that older Americans like landlines does not surprise anyone, does
Right.
it? So
No.
we fit in that category.
And we had the answering machine. DC, we were talking about, what's the answering machine? How did that work again?
Back in the day, you get the answering machine. You always had your friend calling, going, they're sitting there, hey, leave a message, beep. And it's like, dude, pick up. I know you're there. Pick up. And then when we converted to voicemail, I still had people calling, going, pick up. I'm like, it's not an answering machine. I didn't hear any of your.
I get it all. I get it. We have the answering machine, and I listen, and it seems like certain organizations are calling me every day, every time. It's got the caller ID. And once in a while, I get the little old lady, hello, Gladys. I won't be coming to lunch today. Give me a call back.
And if I'm there, I will spare them.
Yeah, she'll pick up the phone.
I'll explain to them that they called the wrong number nicely, of course. But but I always feel bad about that.
That's the call. Yeah. That's the calls we get.
Yeah.
But it's nice to have the phone there. It's very dependable and, like you say, clearer. When I'm doing something important, like if I'm calling a health insurance or something, I always do it from the landline.
Yeah.
Landline holdouts are more likely than wireless converts to own a home. Okay. They are more likely to live in the Northeast. They are less likely to smoke and less fond of binge drinking. We don't drink at all, never mind binge drinking. And they are more likely to wear seatbelts. I have to say, as it applies to me, I reluctantly wear a seatbelt. I can't stand that confined feeling.
I love when I call her on the phone and she's on the Bluetooth and I hear bloop, bloop in the background. Put on your seatbelt. Put on your seatbelt.
When he's not in the car.
I'm like, do you hear that? She goes, hear what? Hear what?
There's some days I can't ignore it. Even it annoys me. But they're more likely to exercise and carry health insurance. So that's
I pretty much fit everything.
The demographics in terms of landline owners, okay? This came from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. For the past 2 decades, the federal agency has been studying the traits of Americans who held on to their landlines. More than 3/4 of Americans live in homes without landlines. 76% of adults, 80% children, as of the end of 2023. 20 years ago, only about 5% of Americans dared to totally rely on their cell phone. But consumers began to ditch those landlines in large numbers around that time.
Okay, so I have a landline. Your mother has a landline. I don't know who else.
Well, very few people. And, a lot of people do it to save money, right? Like, they figure it's
My sister does not.
She doesn't have a landline?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
They do it to save money. They ditch it?
Right. And it used to be where younger people did it because they were, risk-taking. It was a risk-taking thing. But even so, the people that endured those horrible hurricanes back in October.
Yeah.
They all of their wireless went down. So
we even have a telephone with a cord on it upstairs. Wow. We're really dinosaurs. That's what we are.
We never ever use it, but it's still
there.
It's there.
When the Chinese attack, our phone will work.
Yeah, the wireless-only population was originally referred to as the young and the restless.
Okay.
So they were young adults, often renters, more likely than their elders to smoke and drink, and less likely to bother with seatbelts. Because they felt that they were young, healthy, and invincible. Is that how you felt when you cut your landline?
I was doing for cost cutting measures.
It's redundancy. Why have two phones?
Yeah, I was paying like $50, $60 something a month for
Verizon or whatever.
Phone.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I really never use this thing. I really need to just get rid of this. It's cut it out of my budget.
White Americans were more likely to keep their landlines. Okay. Men were slightly more inclined than women to go landline free. Low-income Americans ditch landlines at a much higher rate than the wealthy. And landlines, as I said, were more prevalent in the Northeast. Why the Northeast, they say? Because, they're guessing, because typically the landline is bundled in a package.
Mm-hmm.
So people say, okay, well.
With your internet and TV service.
Right.
Yes, ours is bundled too. But it's a VoIP. It's not a line. It's not the old analog line.
The copper POTS, plain old telephone system.
Right. No, we don't have that. It's a VoIP.
Yeah.
But there's some people that are still, even somebody cited in the survey from California, who is more passionate about his old-fashioned copper landline.
Oh.
Yeah. So, there's still people that are still hanging on to that.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's interesting. That's interesting information. But this is the time of year after the holidays come around that people start thinking, is this the time is this the year we're going to sell? And I say to get your house ready, start getting it ready now. You're putting the decorations away. When you do that, start fixing up some things to get it market ready, right?
Some people never put the decorations away.
Not true.
Some people leave them up all year.
Right. Well, I like to start talking to people about when's a good time to sell. A lot of people like to wait till April, May, June.
No.
Now.
Absolutely.
And starting early can get you the best price. You could sell quickly.
No, I want to wait until the spring.
Okay.
I want to go on the market with everyone else and compete with everyone else.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Okay, so that's absolutely someone's prerogative, right?
No, get it on. Sell it now.
But if you're ready to start now, do it. If you need to make some improvements, let's talk about what improvements are the best ones to make in today's market.
All right, what's number one?
Paint.
Yes.
Painting the interior.
Okay, what color?
Neutrals.
Absolutely.
The way you live and the way you market your home could be, possibly two different things. And it might bore you to tears to take the fuchsia off the walls.
Ugh.
But when you want to appeal to someone that may have different tastes than you, it's neutralizing things is the best way.
Nothing like going into a dining room that's blood red. But some people can't see past that. They can't see that it's only paint on a wall, and they walk into a room and they go, yuck. And that's the last thing you want when you're selling your home.
And that, winds up breaking the deal for them. Yeah.
Kitchens are pretty important, and we talked about, what buyers want in kitchens and bathrooms these days. But if there's anything you can do, refresh the kitchen and bathroom, improve it, make it more modern. Don't gut it. We're not suggesting a full remodel, but improve those areas. Clean is always the best.
Clean is so appealing just on itself because and you only get one chance to make a first impression. If I walk in and I go, this place is yuck, it's dirty, it's a turnoff. Yeah.
Landscaping the yard is pretty important too. Not to have weeds and overgrown grass and shrubbery. Yeah, manicured is best. Not so much more landscaping, because when people see that, they think of, oh my gosh. First of all, if they don't have a green thumb, it's a complete turnoff. But also, if there's a lot of landscaping, they think, oh my God, this is going to overwhelm me. I have to deal with a lot. It's going to be expensive. Yep. Yeah. So just...
Right, if you got to cut the grass, make sure do the edging, make sure it's nice and clean, pick up the leaves. Mm-hmm. It's not rocket science. And listen to your realtor. How about that?
Yeah.
How about that? Maybe because we sell homes for a living.
Yeah.
Uncle Joe said to do this. How many times do you get that?
Well, a lot. And I know that, it's important to get family and friends, people you trust their opinion. But a lot of times that objective point of view is the best in terms of stuff like this. So replace or repair carpeting or flooring.
Mm-hmm.
That's
good.
A huge turnoff. Holes or snags or bunched up, worn up carpeting or damaged flooring.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Eyesores.
Mm-hmm. And that's not a deal, a bank breaker. It doesn't cost a fortune, but it can make a huge difference.
A huge difference. And paint the exterior of the home, not the whole home, but like trim where there's flaking paint, window trim, doorway trims. That first impression is so important, especially from the street.
Yeah, I like when you walk up to a white door and then you see black on the door from where people's hands were.
Right.
Or like around the light switches or something like that. That's always really nice.
A lot of times people don't want to take the plunge and buy appliances. They're not, as we just found out, they're not inexpensive.
No.
No, they're quite costly. But when you have a nice kitchen and you have all old appliances, it's
a turnoff.
It's a very big turnoff. Roof repairs, those are big too. Missing shingles or curled up shingles, repair the roof because that's going to be looked at. Redecorating. Sometimes when you have heavy, old curtains.
Yes. That can, it's like going into grandma's house with the big, old, heavy
furnishings.
Yes.
That are older too. Yeah. Get them out.
Really?
Well, old lamps, old style lamps. I
mean, some of them can look nice, but then some of them can look.
Well, there's a retro look.
Yeah, but
that we're talking something different.
Yeah, that's limited appeal for
right
young folks with imaginations, I guess.
Yeah. See, like when you buy your brick Cape Cod.
My red brick Cape Cod.
Your red brick. What do you want?
Yeah, no, it's just just simple, some nice woodwork in the interior there, and just plain white walls will be fine.
Do you want to do kitchen and bathroom updates?
I'd rather not.
Mm-hmm.
No, I want to move in and just enjoy the living.
It doesn't have to be ultra modern, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I don't walk in expecting top of the line whatever. I say granite countertops. I'm sure that's even outdated now. You can tell when they spend a lot of money on the kitchen. Like, no, I don't need all that.
Nope.
Yeah. So focus on upgrades that offer the highest potential for increasing your home's value.
So what's number one?
Paint. Interior paint.
Mm-hmm. Number two?
Updating, refreshing the look of the bathroom and the kitchen.
Mm-hmm. 3, flooring?
No, that wasn't 3. 3 was landscaping.
Landscaping,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
A lot of times landscaping, if you're getting a townhouse or a condo or something like that, that doesn't apply. So.
You know what I find, though, when sellers are getting ready to market their home?
What do you find?
That they wait until the last minute to get it ready.
Yes.
So a lot of times we'll go in and they're not ready, but they don't have a real handle on how long it'll take ready. They say that it'll be ready in 2 weeks and it takes 2 months.
Yeah, no, it's not. No.
So it's never too early to start, especially if you know it's in the near future, right?
Yep.
So now's a good time to do it. Okay, so Pat, would you like to review a listing?
Yes. We have a beautiful 3-bedroom, 2-bath townhouse at 144 Pine Court in Tannersville for $429,000. This lovely townhouse is maintenance-free, and it's in the amenity-rich North Ridge community. This is right next to Camelback. It's like a half a mile down the road. From the Camelback to ski in the water park. This is perfect for a vacation getaway. It's good for a short-term rental or a corporate retreat. This home has cathedral ceilings, a fireplace, skylights for all that natural light that we were talking about. It's got an enclosed rear deck and a community pool. This home also has a brand new roof, and it is located on a dead-end cul-de-sac. That's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath townhouse just down the road from Camelback at 144 Pine Court in Tannersville for $429,000. That's listed by Sam Shelter of our office.
Do you know you said cul-de-sac?
Cul-de-sac?
It's not cul-de-sac.
It's cul-de-sac.
Cul-de-sac.
Oh, excuse me. And I say water,
There's
too.
R's
water,
in everything, DC. R's in everything.
No, it's pizza. I'm going to get a slice of pizza, vanilla, soda. Pizza and soda.
Joseph Stravinsky from Golden Key Home Inspection serves all of Northeast PA. Did you hear me, Pat?
Yes.
PA.
PA, Pennsylvania. I think you're trying to say.
Northeast Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
And he's our special sponsor this week. Thanks, Joe. Don't take any chances on your home purchase. Before you move on to the next step of the home buying process, let Joe from Golden Key Home Inspections take a look. Joe is your advocate in the home buying process. He evaluates every detail of your home and will provide you with a fast, comprehensive report. Golden Key Home Inspections offers structural, wood infestation, radon, mold, water, and septic inspections. Don't go it alone. For a quality inspection, call Joseph Stravinsky from Golden Key Home Inspections at 272-201-8791 or visit goldenkeyinspections.com.
Don't skip on the home inspections. Get your home inspected.
Yeah, they're coming back.
Yes, thank God.
Home inspections are coming back. Stay connected to the Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ready Real Estate on 94.3 FM The Talker. We'll be back in just a moment following a very brief pause. When considering to sell or buy a home, why choose Century 21 Jack Ready Real Estate? Let me tell you why. 70% of home buyers settle for the first agent they meet, and many regret it. 90% of home sellers hire an agent, but was it the right choice? Don't have agent remorse. I'm Jackie Ruddy, and I've been in and around the real estate business for most of my life. And at Century 21 Jack Ready Real Estate, we've been selling real estate for half a century. But we do not do it halfway. You deserve better than average. Average doesn't help you. We know it's all about you and what you need. Century 21 is the #1 in brand awareness, is the most recognized name in real estate, and is the most respected in the industry. In this market, if you dream big, you need to move fast. So it makes perfect sense to contact Century 21 Jack Ready Real Estate, 570-344-6724, and visit jready.com. That's JRUDDY.com. This is the Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate on 94.3 FM The Talker. I'm Jackie Ruddy, broker, and with Pat Devaney, my husband, fellow realtor.
And Happy New Year coming up.
Happy New Year. Happy healthy New
Wow,
Year.
25. How did this happen?
Just happened.
I don't know. That's good. It beats the alternative. What can I tell you?
And DC is with us. He's always with us, but
Sure.
sometimes he's more quiet than others. Most times we don't even know he's here.
Yes,
He's over there. He's our chief editing officer, but he has joined our conversation this week.
Oh, he's the CEO.
See,
Yeah. How about that?
Wow.
I wonder what Bold Gold Media Group thinks of that. Okay. Continuing, picking up where we left off. So, mistakes that sellers sometimes make when they're about to sell their home, they think they have to go out and do these renovations, these costly upgrades, and that's not necessarily the case. Refresh, give it a new look, a clean,
Clean.
Sleek.
Declutter.
Right.
Take the crap out of the house. Declutter, depersonalize, right? 8,000 family pictures all over the place. How many times have I been on a showing when we're looking around and there's all these family pictures and the people stop and look at the family pictures and they're criticizing them, or they're saying, oh, I know this one. Oh, I know that one.
Right.
Yeah.
It does happen. And so usually people have a sense, the buyers, when they walk into a house within 5-10 minutes, whether it's for them or not.
Absolutely.
And I think of all of this stuff that we've been talking about, curb appeal is so important. So, but avoid niche upgrades. Those are those elaborate upgrades that maybe, with extreme colors or like centered around a certain use that you have. Avoid that. Avoid the
Yes, I
centering.
don't need a pottery room. No, I'm not making pottery. Thank you very much.
we're having the one room converted to you try and do like a man cave, log cabin thing. So everything's overly wood in the whole room. And it makes you feel like you walked into a lodge, and maybe that's not what,
Or the microbrewery. Yeah, I'm out on the microbrewery too.
Yeah, don't go building like an elaborate bar.
Oh, it's built in, man. Look at that.
Right.
Avoid highly personal renovations, and neutral is the best. Neutral concepts, neutral colors. They sell better, not because everybody likes them. It's because they don't hate them.
That's right. You don't have to love it. You just don't want to hate it.
So highly unique in custom renovations, they can be turnoffs. And because some people won't have the same preferences, right?
Right. I've been in homes I've looked in and they have a black tub and a black toilet. And I thought, oh my God, this is terrible. And I hated it. I mean, if it was a white tub and a white toilet, I wouldn't even have thought of it twice. But when I look at something and I hate it, that's an obstacle that many times you can't get over when you're selling a home.
Yeah, true. So, avoiding a bathroom renovation that
is overly complicated or too expensive.
Yeah, overspending is not the point here.
Yes, I don't need 5,000 shower heads and the shower stall to take up half of my bathroom. I don't need water spraying at every little different part of my body.
No, a nice bathroom is great.
Yes.
It only has to be nice.
Yes. Doesn't have to knock my socks off. It's not in a $10,000 a night hotel.
Unless you're doing it for your own enjoyment and use and you don't plan on selling. Then you could do whatever you want.
Right.
Spend as much as you want. But if you're going to be looking at selling in the near future, the only thing on a bathroom you should expect is maybe a 40% return on what you spend.
Wow.
Yeah. The garage door,
Believe it or not.
is the one that has the highest return on investment.
Right. And road door is the guys we use. They do a great job.
No matter how cool it looks, that's not going to translate in a bathroom
Right.
to somebody paying you for it.
Right. I have a building. I had a crappy garage door and I had road door come in, put the door in. It changed the whole character of the building just by putting a new door on it.
Nice.
So sometimes homeowners invest in energy efficiency, high-end upgrades like solar panels, advanced HVAC systems, spray foam insulation, and Energy Star appliances. And they expect to see a significant return when selling the property. And
How is somebody going to know that I have spray foam in the walls? And how are they going to know that? I mean, the house will be quieter. The energy bill will be a lot less. But that's for my enjoyment and for my savings. It's not, I should expect to recoup nothing on
well,
that.
we just had a listing, and the sellers were very disappointed when the buyers weren't willing to pay a premium for those features. Someone bought a home less than 2 years ago and spent $70,000.
Oh, that's right. I know this property.
And they wound up getting just around what they purchased the property for, or slightly under what they purchased it for, and were aghast at the fact that they weren't able to
They spent the money in the wrong places.
receive a
Right.
higher purchase price.
Right. That home, yes, I know the home you're talking about. And
Those
money could
upgrades-
have been spent in other areas.
in
Let's
other
just put it
areas
that way.
that mean something to buyers, right? And it's not that they don't mean it; they can't see it,
Right.
Right.
More visible, absolutely.
So those upgrades offer long-term investment. So if you know you're going to stay in this house, your forever home, do it. But buyers don't understand their value. Even no matter how creative we are in our write-ups and our descriptions and our marketing and our promotions, it's not going to happen.
Got to be visible.
And be careful on seasonal improvements too, like pools and so on and so forth, especially.
Yeah. Well, we know people who bought a big dollar home and filled the pool in. They filled it in. And the previous owner spent $50,000 to put it in. This one filled it in.
That's probably on the low end. I would think that
Yeah, they spent a ton of money.
Yeah. Okay, we're getting to that point of the show where we're going to be closing it up. Pat, would you like to review a listing?
Yes, we have a 6-unit building at 1027 Main Street in Dixon City for $469,000. This is perfect for the investor, and you could actually add more units to increase income by finishing the first floor units and converting it's got a walkout basement in the rear. You could make those into residential or retail space. Electric and gas utilities are separate, but the landlord pays for water and sewer. Taxes and expenses are about $12,000, so it's got a very good income. That's a 6-unit building with parking at 1027 Main Street in Dixon City for $469,000, and that's listed by Jessica Ruddy of our office.
I'd like to wish our listeners all good things in the new year in 2025. Happy, healthy, prosperous new year. Don't forget to tune in next Saturday at 11 a.m., Sunday at 11:30 a.m. to listen to more of the Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ready Real Estate on 94.3 FM The Talker.